Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda. I'm going to try to power film several videos today, so I hope you enjoy how tired I look. If you've been following me on Instagram, you'll know I am so tired, but it's okay. So I'm here with my nail polishes that I wore in January video. I actually wore a decent amount of nail polishes for how little I felt like I was wearing nail polish. We're going to talk about the polishes, and that's what this video is about, so I hope you enjoy that. We also have some natural light going on today because the sun is shining, and the sun has been shining for 5 days in a row in Michigan in winter, which, like, these are unprecedented times. So I am not trying to cover up my window with an umbrella light, okay? But I think the lighting's probably not worse than it usually is. The first polish is OPI, and this is Charmed I'm Sure. And you're probably thinking, or maybe you're not thinking, but you might be thinking, Amanda, you don't wear OPI. And I don't. I don't purchase OPI because I do try very, very, very hard to purchase only cruelty-free brands, and OPI is not a cruelty-free brand. But I was gifted the Holiday Collection, and the polishes just look really pretty. This is a really beautiful fuchsia. I was kind of thinking this was sort of like a vivid magenta. Also, I keep calling it vivid magenta. It's Viva Magenta, but I keep calling it vivid magenta polish. However, for whatever reason, I did not like this when I put this on. I put it on, and I think I wore it for like a half hour, and I was like, no, I can't. So this one needs 3 coats. It's a little bit sheer, which normally doesn't bother me, but I don't know, I really didn't like how this one looked when I was wearing it. I think my nails were probably too short for it. If my nails were a little longer, I think it would look a little bit better because it would look, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I did not love this. But there was nothing wrong with the formula. 3 coats is not a big deal for me. This just didn't charm me. So I don't actually think that's the polish's fault. It might have been my mood. You know, you never know. Regardless, this was 3 coats. I only wore this for like a half hour, but I'm still counting. I took that polish off and put on a polish that I know I absolutely love, and that is Zoya Blaze. This is a really rich mulberry kind of like a mulberry scattered hollow. The Zoya scattered hollows, I don't know why they got away from them. I love them so much. Every time I wear one of them, I think this is the most perfect polish. They're just stunning. I love Blaze. This covers beautifully in 2 coats, and I love it so much. The next polish I wore, I wanted a gray. I don't know if it was a gray day, probably, because sunshine in January is not typical. I mean, it's February now, but whatever. So I grabbed Nailtopia Blank Slate. This is a cool tone gray. I kind of call this a dove gray. It's almost a little bit blue, but it's more gray than blue. I'm a big fan of Nailtopia. This is not new. And this is a 2-coat polish. It's just a nice, you know, I love a gray cream, especially in January because the weather sucks. So gray feels appropriate. And this is a good one. Next we have a Skittles Manicure. You know I love a Skittles Manicure, and I went with a wintry blue theme. So first we have Zoya Brett. I forgot how beautiful this color is. This was one of the polishes that was in my whole collection project. This was one of the polishes that was selected to start this year's project off, and I thought, ooh, yay, I'm so excited to use Brett because it's kind of easy to forget about these plain cream polishes because I love shimmers and glitters and metallics and holographics, but a good cream is still so satisfying. This has an amazing formula. This covers in 1 coat. It's luxurious feeling when you apply it. This is a very, I would call this a navy, like a dusty navy blue, which makes no sense, but it's kind of like a grayish navy. Excellent formula. Totally love that one. And then the next polish was one from 90 Lacquer. This is the December 2016 Birthstone series that she did 7 years ago? No. Oh my gosh, this is an icy blue linear holographic nail polish. The formula is amazing. This one covers in 2 coats. I love my 9-0s. We know this. Then we have one from Literary Lacquers. This is called Mysterious Irrevocable Sacred, and I think this is a Harry Potter one. I feel like I looked that up and it was a Harry Potter theme. This is a blurple. It looks kind of bluish here, but in person there's a very strong purple glow to it. So there's scattered hollow and violet micro glitters. This one is a little bit thinner. It's also an older polish, so this one needed 3 coats to be completely opaque, but this was really pretty. I really enjoyed this one. I chose one more Nailtopia. This is Stay Inspired, and this is a very light, icy purple with a gold shimmer, which maybe is not the best description, but that's what I'm calling it. Formula on this was also great, covers in 2 coats. I really like the shimmer in here because it kind of looks like it doesn't go with this type of purple, but I think it's a really pretty combination. And lastly, we had one from Glaze Lacquer in that Skittles Manicure. This is called I Left My Heart at Houghton, a periwinkle with scattered silver and purple to pink shimmer. This is one of her, not, I mean, I could probably say that this is one of her first polishes. Not her initial release, maybe not even the second release, but this is a very early Great Lakes Lacquer polish, and it covers in 2 coats. I did write down the days that I put these manicures on. On January 11th, I wanted something bright. I wanted something pink and fun and bright. So I went with Salon Perfect Birthday Cake. This is a neon pink cream from their Dippin' Dots collection. This one covers in 2 coats. I think the formula on this is really nice. It's easy to work with, and it's so bright, and it's so fun. But I wanted more. So we put the Orly Lisa Frank Dot Dot Dot. This is the round neon glitter topper. Put 1 coat of that over the Salon Perfect. It was really fun. I love circle glitters so much. So much. China Glaze sent me some of their Eco Glaze polishes, so of course the one that stood out to me the most was the bright pink. This is called Botanica, but with a K. This is a bright pink cream polish. This has a really great formula. It covers in 2 coats. There's like a subtle, like pearly sheen to this. It's not very noticeable, but you can see it in the bottle, and you can see it a little bit on your nails. It's not anything that's going to stand out, but it is there, and it does add something to the polish, and I really like this. And then I wore this for 12 days because in the middle of the month my husband went into the hospital. I didn't have time, and this just looked terrible by the time I took it off because I was picking at my nails and they didn't look cute, but that's not the polish's fault. It stayed on for a long time. Alright, and then the last 3 polishes I wore were in combination with one another. So we had the China Glaze Boundary of Memory. This is from the Giver collection that came out, I feel like I want to say 3 years ago, but that can't possibly be right. So I don't know when this came out. This is a black and silver and gold micro glitter. Most of my China Glaze glitters usually need a lot of nail polish thinner. Something about however they are formulated, they seem to eat suspension base, and so you have to add nail polish thinner to them. I don't need to do that with this polish. It's held up really nicely, and the others can be revived once you add the thinner, but it's just kind of weird. It's like always my China Glaze glitters. This one has held up really well. I love this color. I think this looks like very steampunkish with the black and the gold and the silver. I really love this. It is a micro glitter, so it's not going to be like a picnic to remove, but it's worth it. And then I wanted to do a green polish with that for some reason. I kind of wanted it to look like a tree, like I did like the brown on these 2 nails and then the green on these, because I wanted it to look like a tree. I don't know, like that was in my head and I couldn't get it out of my head. So I used two polishes. The first I use as a base coat. This is the Lights Lacquer in For the Thrill. I actually won this in a giveaway. I haven't purchased any Lights Lacquer in a while. And this has a really nice formula. I didn't write how many coats this was, but I'm pretty sure I just did one coat of this. I knew I was using it as a base color and there was going to be another color that went over it. But it covered pretty well in one coat, and I don't know that you could wear it in one, but maybe if you had a... I also never wear a base coat. I know. Okay, I know. Maybe if you wore a base coat or had very smooth nails, I could not be surprised if you got away with one coat for that one. That was a beautiful, beautiful color, and it's a dark green, but it still looks green on your nails. Really pretty. And then over that, I wore Moonshine Manny Get a Room Santas. And this was, I just did one coat of this over the green. This is from a very early office collection that she did. And it's green, it's a green jelly with green and gold glitters and flakies. So even though I feel like I didn't wear a lot of polish in January, I think I did a good job. I am still loving a Skittles Manicure, okay? And I know we said in the beginning that we were, of the year, that we were, the color that was going to be chosen was Vivid Magenta. I'm just going to call it Vivid Magenta. It's called Viva Magenta. I cannot comprehend that for some reason. I keep calling it Vivid Magenta. Here's the thing. That's not like my favorite color. I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling Viva Magenta this month. Maybe next month. That'll be better. It'll be February. So if you guys want to vote on a color to wear collectively in February, leave your color suggestions. We go in pink, we go in red, we go in Valentine's, we go in anti-Valentine's, we go in yellow. I don't know. Whatever color has the most votes or upvotes or thumbs up or whatever. I will pin that comment, and I'll try to remember to post it on my Instagram as well, so we can like all follow along everywhere. I'm really bad about using my community tab. Should probably get better at it, but what did you guys wear in January? I would love to know. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you in my next video.